Welcome to your 5-minute aviation briefing. We're going to cut right through the noise and get you the critical intel you need to fly smart and stay safe.
So let's just jump right in with a question that, honestly, should be on every pilot's and operator's mind. Is your charter actually legal? Because there's a pretty serious regulatory gap out there that could be putting your entire operation at risk, and you might not even realize it.
And here's the bottom line. The FAA's official list of Part 135 operators, the very tool everyone leans on for verification, well, it's flawed, and relying on it blindly is creating a huge compliance gap. The risk of running an illegal charter without meaning to, it's going up.
So let's really break down what's going on with this FAA list. This isn't just a minor typo or some one-off glitch. Nope, this is a persistent, ongoing problem, and it's showing a pattern that we absolutely have to pay attention to.
And if you need proof, just look at this number, 4. That's how many times the FAA has had to reissue its February 2026 Part 135 list. 4 different versions, and guess what? Critical errors are still there. This tells you it's a systemic issue, not just a simple mistake.
So what kind of errors are we talking about? Well, one of the most dangerous ones is right here, mismatched aircraft certifications. This is when that public list says an aircraft is good to go for a certain operation, but in reality, it's not. That creates an instant, serious compliance problem for anyone who trusted that list.
And this quote from an industry analysis just nails why this is so important. An accurate list is, and I'm quoting here, critical for verifying legal charter operations. So when the main tool you have for verification is shaky, the whole safety system gets a little weaker.
Okay, so the official tool is flawed. The big question is, what do you do about it? How do you protect yourself? Let's shift from the problem to the solution. I'm going to walk you through the toolkit and the habits you need to start using, like yesterday.
The key here is pretty simple. You have to stop relying on that single, flawed source. Think of the public FAA list as maybe a starting point, but it cannot be the last word. The real source of truth? That's the operator's official DO85 specifications. You have to check one against the other.
And let me be absolutely crystal clear on this. Your D085 spreadsheets, that is your gold standard. Before any flight, pilots and operators have to go in and independently cross-check those D085 specs. It's the only way to be sure that aircraft is properly certified for that mission. It's just non-negotiable at this point.
And you can make this a super simple, repeatable habit. Here it is. 3 steps. 1. Always ask for the operator's DO85. 2. Compare the tail number and serial number against what's in the specs. And 3. Confirm that specific aircraft is approved for Part 135 ops. Just build that right into your pre-flight flow.
All right, let's shift gears. That FAA issue is huge, but it's not the only thing going on. Let's do a quick scan of some other key developments in tech and professional training that you should probably have on your radar.
So here's a quick rundown of what's moving. In avionics, AAR Corp just inked a deal with Otto Instrument Service. They're going to be supporting the Laseref IV inertial reference system, which is fantastic news for anyone flying Citation and Gulfstream fleets. In maintenance, check this out. British Airways is using more 3D dent mapping tools. That's tech that could definitely find its way into Part 135. And for all you pilots looking ahead, the NBAA just opened up its 2026 International Operator Scholarships.
And finally, let's cover what hasn't changed. Sometimes the best intelligence is knowing where things are stable. So here's your operational all clear for the moment.
Let's run through it real quick. As of right now, no significant weather systems are messing with U.S. charter ops. There are no major new TFRs to worry about. The NTSB hasn't reported any new Part 135 incidents, which is great. And we're not seeing any big shifts in crew rest rules or aircraft insurance rates. So for now, it's steady as she goes in these key areas.
So, I'll leave you with this question to chew on. With the charter market booming and the regulatory tools like that FAA list showing some serious cracks, who's ultimately on the hook for closing these safety gaps? Is it the FAA, the operators, or does it all come down to the pilot in command? Something to think about. That's your briefing. Fly safe out there.